Hey, welcome to the next Cities Skylines realistic building tutorial. Today I want to show you how to build a nice and clean partial Cloverleaf interchange. As always, the mods are linked in the description. Also, if you want to use the same graphics settings as I do, a link to the realistic graphics tutorial is also there. Let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so we simply start with a segment of a 2-lane one-way highway road. One segment, again, as last time, is 10 units. Also, let's make sure the road arrows are hidden, because they don't look so good on an intersection like that. They are just too many of them. And if we want to, we can later on add them as decal. So, on this segment, that would be the highway that goes from left to right and right to left, and that's the point where we will cross later. So now we obviously want to go 2 lanes in the other direction as well, and we want it to be very close to that one, and the closest by default it lets us go is that, and that's quite a lot of space in between we don't want to have there. So anarchy on. We don't need bending, we don't need collision, and node snapping off. So now we can get that close to there. And to remind us where we want to cross, let's simply put in a little road there. Now turn the node snapping on again, so we are sure that the nodes actually connect. Go into the other direction. 10 units, 10 units more on the lower side, and flip that, of course. No, flip it with the right mouse button. Now let's grab the highway ramp. And again, node snapping off so we can get closer to there. Go one in that direction, one in that direction. That road is a little bit close. Let's leave some more space, like that. But just we know that is the center. I mean, at this point we know it anyways, but it's always good to have a helper around. And let's add even more segments. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Oh, I forgot the node snapping again. See, that's what happens. No problem, we can fix that. And it's all 10 units in between the nodes. And again, flip into the right direction. That's alright, that's not right, and that's alright. Back to the highway ramp. We want 1 section more here, and 1 section more on that side. Again, flipping around. Now we can get rid of the helper line. Because that's clearly the middle, right? So, highway ramp, the curved road tool, go 10 and 10. Same on the other side, 10. And one more time. We go 10 and 10. Same up here. 10 by 10. Now we need to turn off the road guidelines. Go from that node here down 10 and 10. And repeat on the other side. Of course, these nodes now look screwed up, but we will fix that in a bit. Now we need to add a few more segments again. Go straight, 10, 10. Nope, not like that. 10, 10. Same on the other side. and flip them around. Back to the highway ramp. Another segment here. And here. Flip them around. Good. Now, from that node, holding Control, which locks it to a 5-degree snap. Okay, we're now at 135 degree, which is on a 45-degree angle to that. And we go about... yeah, let's go with the 10 units here. Same on the other side. Then go to that node on a 20-degree angle, 10 units long. I'll repeat on the other side. 10 units, holding Control to 20%. 20 degree. So now we simply use the network multi-tool to create curve mode. Click on that segment, here and here, and enter. But the problem with the network multi-tool is it ignores our settings in network skins. So use the picker, grab that road, switch the lights to none, and upgrade that path. Oh, I didn't mention that earlier. So on my highways I always turn the lights off, because I think that's not very realistic. But of course, that's completely up to you. If you want streetlights on your highways, go ahead and leave them on. Go flip that around. And then repeat that step on the other side. Then add one more segment here and one more segment there. Back to the curve road tool. Go in here to about 2 units should be fine. And give us the road guidelines so we can see the node. So we are at that node, 10 over here, connecting to that node. 2 units, connect, and repeat on the other side. And again, flip it around where you need to. Now we need one more segment with the 2-lane road on each side. And now we need the 3-lane highway. Again, making sure no road arrows, no street lights, and convert that and that. I know that screws it up completely, but we will fix that soon. And same on the other side. Now we want to get the crossing in here. So let's grab the Vanilla Plus 4-lane 2-way highway road. Again, make sure no road arrows and no lights. I mean, I guess we could, yeah, let's keep the lights on this one enabled. Good. Go on a straight segment and move up to about, let's go for 10. And here's the middle where we want to cross. So go to about there. I'll also make sure we use elevated because we want a bridge. So again, 10 units, the 10 magic units. Go all the way to here. Make sure the straight slope is on. And then from here to here. The reason why I don't go from here to here is then the street lights would be on the other side of the road, and we want them all to be on one side of the road, right? So let's do that. Go on the surface level and add another 10 units in here. Whoops, but not at that height. So let's make sure we go down to 0 again. That's again where from that to there, 10 units. there to there, 10 units. And now we need the two-way highway. Like that. And like that. Of course, no, that's completely screwed. And I see there's still some segments that got the error, so let's fix that first. Highway ramp, no arrows, upgrade to here, 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 there as well, and that. Now fix the four-way. Make sure it's elevated. Hide arrows. Come on. Hide the arrows. There we go. It's sometimes a little bit glitchy. And the same for the two-way highway. Make sure it's on the ground again. Hide arrows up there and over there. I think we got them all. Now there's this ugly lamp. So well, let's get rid of some nodes here. We don't need that node, and we don't need that node. And that already fixed the slope for us. Now we just need to change up one road to a two-way highway. Sure, again, no road arrows. You want to switch that to that, and the same on the other side. Because traffic goes in here, right there, that traffic comes here and goes right. While that comes in here and goes right. And again, the node controller removed our settings here. Gotta do that again. Sure, it's elevated. Come on, get rid of the arrows, please. So now we go. So now that all the road work is in, we gonna grab the node controller and fix up all our screwed up nodes. So first, let's take care of these nodes. Sure, it's sloped. Make ends straight. And now hold shift. So these two nodes belong to that, and these two nodes belong to that. We grab the outer node of the right road. Click and click there. Now we do the same on the other side. Like so. So what we do now is simply grab move it, the single selection, grab that and push it over just a tiny bit. And the same on the other side. Then grab that segment and hold Alt so it locks in place. We want it to be locked on both sides. So that's right about here. And we do the same to that segment. I'll lock it in place. Back to the node controller. Make it all straight. And bam. There you go. Node is fixed. I mean, it's a little bit too much. Let's go for the 20. No, let's go for 30. 30 here. And the green node, we go for... I guess we can go for actually 0 here. Oh, let's go for 1. So that's easy to remember. We got 30 on these nodes and 1 on that node. Sure, it's all straight. Good. And let's repeat that on the other side. Now let's take care of these segments, which is a very easy fix. I grab that node, shift here, line up with there. Go to that node, shift here, line up with the other node on the same segment. Now the same on the other side. That to that, and that to that. So in the middle here that's still screwed up and all C-filing, but we can easily fix that by using move it. Select that node, hold Alt and tap page down just a slightly bit. So these nodes are just a tiny bit lower than the two on the other side, which stops the C-filing. See? Now it's all fine. And as always, repeat it on the other side. So now I want to swap out two other roads. These ones. Of course it also works to split from 1 into 2, but I like it to be a little bit more fancy. So swap these out and back to the node controller. First that node. We want that to line up with that. And then that line up with that. So we get this nice transition here. Same on the other side. That lines up with that. And that lines up with that. Of course again, make them straight and slope. Straight and slope. Same on the other side, straight and slope. Straight and slope. We don't have to play with any values here, that is pretty much already perfect. Let's check that, that lines up nicely, so all good. Now the other side. Straight and slope. But what we could do is make these lines line up with these. So let's go for the red first. To about there. Yeah, that's good enough. Then the blue one. Make the two corners here line up again. Go over there. That's lining up already. Yeah, good. So that is fine. The lines end at the same spot here and here. So when we add the lines later, it's all nicely symmetrical with the other side. Same here. Straight and slope. Go over here. First the blue one. Move it back to there. Then green one. Move it back to there. So now these nodes. They are by default 9.99. But that would be a bit of a weird angle here, so I want them to be a little bit longer. The sweet spot is around 16, but you can also go up to 20. To easily remember the number, let's go for 20 here. Also make sure straight and slope, in case we work on a slope, which we don't right now, but it's always good practice to enable that. Same on the other side. And let's do the same up here. Straight, slope, and 20. Good. So the only nodes left are these ones. And you guessed it. Straight, slope. Do I want to slope it here? I think in this case I want to keep it flat. Because the slope here is already very gentle. So we don't need to do anything about that. And this way we don't interrupt the flow here. So let's have a look at it. That seems to be fine. Maybe we want to move the green one a bit. Let's go for 20. Oh, let's see, what's the highest number here? About 25. So let's see how it looks if we set everything to 25. Yeah, I like that. Let's use 25 on all. And the same on the other side. Straight and 25. So let's sort out the functionality. with the lane connector tool. Go here, Control S. Yes, that's correct. Right click, left click on that. So this lane only goes right. This lane only goes right. This lane only goes straight. This lane goes straight to the middle lane. This goes only right. And this is the only left turn. Right click again. Now we can key... we don't need to do anything about that node. That goes straight anyways. So let's sort out that node, which goes straight as well. So Control S. Let's do the same on the other side. Control S. This goes right. This goes right. Goes straight. No, that goes left. And that goes straight in here. And that goes right into the merging lane. Control S on that. Now, traffic comes from here. That one goes straight. That one goes right and on the split lane. Then that merges. That goes straight and that goes straight. Next one. That goes straight. That goes straight. And that can go in both here. Again, Control S, because we want them all to go straight. And here, Control S goes all straight. Now the same on the other side. Good. Now go to the junction restrictions. Let's make sure. I mean, we don't want to have pedestrians crossing here. That's already set. That's already set. Same here. No pedestrian crossing. I don't think any pedestrians can go there, but let's be safe. That and that. Same here. Also can enter intersection. Same over here. Can enter intersection. No crossing. No crossing. So that can enter the intersection. Good. Then no crossings. And they can always enter the intersection. And they can always enter the intersection. They can't, because they have a traffic light for going straight and right. And they have a traffic light for going left, because that's the only time, let me show you, that's the only time they cross. So that crosses with the left turn, straight crosses with the left turn. Same on the other side. Good, so that is sorted. And now my favorite part, the intersection markings. Can that node a little bit over so we can see everything. Click here, hold shift for straight line, solid line, same over here, and then regular line over here. Sometimes these nodes on the highway roads don't really line up, so what you do, you hold Control, left mouse button, and move it in place. Same over here. Line it up as good as we can. Same on that side. That looks right. And that's fine as well. Perfect. So simply copy these markings. Right click, left click, paste. Since it's on the other side, we need to inverse, rotate, and that's correct. And repeat on the other side. Now to the next. Over here, shift. Go away, shift. Same there. Bam. And again, where it doesn't line up, hold Control, move it in place. Hold Control and move it in place. Same on the other side. Good. Then a regular line in here. Hold Alt to add a filler. Make it a chevron. That's one side. Change that side. Click there and then click here. Is it right? No, it isn't. It needs to deflect in the other direction, so invert. Now it's correct. Move up to the next node. Solid here. Solid here. Then a solid from there to there. Solid to there. There. A regular line here and a regular line here. So that will be the split lane over there. And again, lining the lines up. Alt, add a filler, chevron. That's right, that's wrong. Change it to that. That deflects in that direction, deflects in that direction, so already correct. Now we can copy both of them to the other side. Good, that already looks pretty good. You see the spacing between here is the same as between here. We got a nice half curve there, half circle. So visually it's very nice. And to the next one. Straight there. Straight there. Straight there. And add a filler. Chevron again. That's correct. That's wrong. Move it to that. And that's already correct. Now let's do these. Just a lot of solid lines. And again, a filler. This time we got traffic going in both directions, so we leave it stripes. Follow guide. That is alright. That needs to be that side and on a 45-degree angle. So traffic coming from here is deflected in that direction, that traffic deflects in that direction. Again, copy and paste it on the other side. So now this one, solid, solid, regular line, regular line, and here in the middle we go double solid. So you can see these roads don't really match up that nicely, so the double solids on here are way smaller than the double solids on here, so I guess that's a little imperfection we have to live with. So now the most complicated intersection on the entire build. Let's see how we did set it up, so we can easily rebuild that with the lines. So we got a left turn here, right turn here, right turn here. That straight goes to the middle lane. So yeah, if you're not sure, you always can go into the traffic manager and check your lines there. So first, let's do the outer lines, the solids. So that goes only straight and that goes only right. So we got some solids from here to there and to there. And here as well, that goes only right. Make it a solid. That goes only right. So make it a solid. That goes left. Solid. That will be a solid as well. We need to outline here. And a solid to there. Also a solid that goes straight to here. And now we are very much confused by what's going on here. So first things first, let's line up the outer lines. That's looking good. That is good. They already seem to no, not exactly. Line that up. That looks already great. Oh, now we go to the points on that side. And the blue one, and we want to split that in two. Also on the other side. There, it's the blue one, split that in two. So you can see on the blue here, we got two sub nodes or points, and also there. Let's go to the lines and find the lanes that connect to there. Like that one. So by splitting, we now get the alignment line functionality up here. So that should go to the left. That is one. That needs to go to the right. And that one needs to go to the right. No, left. Does it? Wait a second, I'm confusing myself here. So that starts on the right here and ends on the right here. So that is correct. No, that actually goes straight to the center. And that one is ending at the right. Wait, no, that goes to the left. Okay, now I got it figured out. Can get a little bit confusing, but we always can fix it later if we do something wrong. So now back to the points. Blue here. Go down to point 1. Let's zoom in a bit. And as always, control gives us smaller steps. Yeah, that's looking right. Same on the other side. Yeah, that's looking good. Now, back to the lines. That stays like that. That is correct. That stays like that. That as well. That needs to be changed. So we start at that green dot here and end at the blue dot. So what we want to do is change the endpoint to here. Then nothing in between. Add a rule. Go here, hold shift for solid, and nothing here. Next lane is that. That is correct. That one is not. So that needs to start here with a solid. So we can move over there. Yep, That's correct. And add another rule from here to there and make it solid and dashed. And the solid line should be in the center. Yes, so that line's now nicely up there. And that signals the traffic going through here can't go in here, but the traffic from here can pass through that lane. Now, next one. That is correct. That needs to be changed. Endpoint goes from here to there. Also, my standard is having a dotted line on the left hand for guidance. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. That is just my standard. So I add a rule from here to there. I already got a dotted line in my templates. Dotted. So if you want to save a template, just press that button. Then you can give it a name and save it. And then you can always apply it from here. Next line. That is correct. That is not. Start up there. So we need to change the start point from here. Ends here. And signs, that is a right turn. We want the guiding line on the left. So add a rule from here to here. And I use my dotted line for the guidance. So that is correct. That is correct. That is not. Endpoint is here. Change the endpoint to here. Now deadline is missing. Add a rule from here. Hold shift. Bam. So that is sorted. It's just missing the fillers. Now hold Alt for creating a filler. Add that one in, which should be, since that is a merge, we need a chevron here. That is the right side. That needs to be that. Is it in the right direction? No. It needs to be inverted. Now it's correct. So traffic coming from here, deflected that direction. Traffic from here, deflected in that direction. Next one. Make sure to grab the lower point in here. There. Perfect. So that will be stripes. Good. Guidance. That is wrong. That is right. So that one needs to go to the other side. Angle of 45 degrees. Good. That's correct. Deflect that traffic, deflected that direction. That traffic deflected in that direction. Next one. From here to there. Good. That is a little bit more complicated because traffic is going here, traffic is going here, but also along that line. So there is not really a way to get that wrong and right in all directions. So what I like to do is get that a little bit like that. Let's play a little bit with the angle. Maybe something like that. On the other direction. I guess the main traffic is passing here and here, so that should deflect in that direction. So just play around until we like it. Something like that maybe? Yeah, so maybe even a little more. Yeah, that should work. I mean, the traffic going here isn't deflected in that direction, which it should, but in that direction, but that is not too bad since both lanes go in the same direction. So if traffic would cross over here, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So let's get a little bit more fancy with that big space here. Let's create a filler. And I want that to be grass. You also could go with pavement, but I like grass. That's a nice contrast to the rest of the road. Add some curb with size 0.2. Offset from the line 0.1, so we can actually see the outer lines. And then the corner radius. Make it something like that. Yeah, that seems fine. But now I also want to get in fillers here, here, and here. But we see we can't do that because we only have these 3 points. What we do now is simply click here, go behind it. So you see this purple line. That means it gives us a straight line. And we hold Alt to create an empty line. So you see, it added us 2 intersection points here and here. So we also already can fit a filler in there by these 3 points. So let's do that. Will be stripes. We just... Or is it? No, they go right, they go in. So no, that should be a chevron. With the side here and the side there. Good. Can I change the angle a little bit to make it look nicer? Oh, also I need to invert that. So let's reset the angle a bit. Yeah, that looks fine to me. So now I need to find a point. Maybe here? Yeah, that will help us. Again, Alt for empty line. Now we wanna move. Yeah, that looks good. That chevron. Move that to there. And that's a split, already correct. So leave it like that. Can I also use that for the other side? Yeah, that's already fine. No stripes. No, not with that, with the angle. Play with the angle. I'll do something like that. No. Any other direction. Something like that. But something is wrong here. Let me reset that. Stripes? Yeah, no, that's correct. Angle. Something like that. Yeah, looks fine to me. Oh, I actually forgot something. We need a stop line from here to here. I have an extra thick stop line, which I like to use. And also a stop line over here. And I found some imperfections, so let's fix that as well. See, that should line up with the double line here. And the same on the other side. That doesn't really line up correctly. So that one needs to go to the middle, left? No, that goes to the right, that's correct. Now that line should go to the right. Which is correct here, but I think that node is just not in the right spot. Good. Now to the stop lines. Where are my stop lines? That one. So that should line up with the right. And that one over here also. So it doesn't cross the little free space in the middle here. So now there's only one step missing, the traffic lights. Use the time traffic lights, click on the intersection, then control and click again. Good, now stop it and delete 2 steps. View that one, edit the first one. So mode, I want to change the mode, click here, that is green. Then mode here, that is green. Mode here, that is green. Straight is always green because it doesn't intersect with anything, and left is red. So save. And the next one, view. That is green, that is green, that is green, that is red, and the left turn is green. Save. So we see in the first state they can go right and straight, but they can't go left. The next step, they have to stop and they can go left. Good, now hit copy, move to the other intersection, click and start, and click on here and start as well. So signs here, for that traffic it's always green, and for that traffic it's always green. Makes no sense to have traffic lights here, right? So what you can do to solve that, let's pick the highway ramp first. Use network skins, hide traffic light and upgrade that. And then go to the two-way highway, do the same, click gone. But now we have to fix that again because upgrading roads gets rid of the lane connector. So let's quickly fix that again. That goes left, that goes right. And done. So of course we have to repeat that on the other side as well. And with that, the partial Cloverleaf interchange is done. Now I will show you what I like to do to make it a little bit even more realistic. Oh no, that's way too big. Make it 15. Yeah, that's alright. So I like to put pavement in between the highway roads. That makes it look a little nicer. And of course, that's quite dangerous, so I also like to put some barriers in between, or some guardrails. So I picked a double-sided guardrail for in between. And when we use the road guidelines, conveniently enough, we have it right in the center. And maybe in between here, let's use some barriers, some concrete barriers. Just all the way, and let's disable everything so we can freehand that. Make sure between here and here there's a little curve, so let's try to keep it in the middle as good as we can. If it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world, that's totally fine. And the same on the other side. Good, and that's looking fine to me. What I also like to do is use the one-sided guardrail and put it on the outside of curves, so like around here, there and there. I will show you in a moment how that looks. The guardrails are in, and it just adds this nice extra level of detail onto your highway roads. So I can only recommend to use them wherever you can. It's just... I love it. It looks just so much nicer. And from here on, it's up to you how you want to decorate the entire place with some bushes or trees or whatnot. And that's what I came up with. And as you can see, everything is working just fine. There's one of the main intersections, and yeah, as we can see, the traffic lights work as intended. I hope this in-depth tutorial was of help. If so, it would be very much appreciated if you could leave a like, subscribe, and put something down in the comments. That would help the channel a lot. All the links to the mods are in the description. And you can join a Discord server to show us what you came up with. I always love to see your screenshots. And if you want to support the channel even further, there is a Patreon link in the description as well, which gives you access to some bonus content. You can also become a supporter by subscribing on Twitch. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I see you next time. Bye bye!